Rivals, this is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Today we're going to be doing our 5 ELO matches. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First thing we need to do is figure out what we're going to be building a deck around. Now we're pretty sure we're going to be continuing along the same line as the legendary missions that we had last time. Again, we need to get those wins with Sakrohm. People are still complaining about how hard it is to win with Sakrohm. I think we pretty much effectively showed that that's not the case. So we'll be doing another half deck of Sakrohm. I'll try and use some different cards this week than from last time. And then, why don't we go ahead and do it with Fang Pai? Why not? So let's go ahead and do a Fang Pai Cling and a Sakrohm deck. Go ahead and throw up here. If anybody does not want to watch the deck building, then you can go right ahead and skip to the matches. So just go ahead and click right up here. Alright, so again, we've only got 25 stars. We're going to be doing both Sakrohm and FPC. Why don't we... let's go ahead and go into our collection. Some of you have got it on Montana right now. I had a Montana deck running last night. You don't need that. Why don't we go ahead and look at our FPC half first. FPC can usually do some lower star halves, that's one reason, and they've also got the extra damage, which is good. And again, the goal is that we just really need to win the matches. Now we can go ahead and sacrifice a little bit of power here because we're going to have the extra attack manipulation from Sakrohm in our deck, and so we're not going to need to worry too much about it. However, pretty much always going to want to put XXII in there. He's just an amazing card. I'm not going to stick strictly to a budget deck, but I'm going to throw in a bunch of cards that I think are accessible to pretty much everyone. So Dao Wang, again, he basically 8-5 for a 2-star. Fantastic card, gets around DR as well. Really great. XXII, perfect because of his copy out bonus. Could not ask for a better card there. Kame-kun is like your bread and butter. He's always going to have that extra attack manipulation so that we have someone good that we can lead off with that'll do a decent bit of damage. And who else do we want? Right now we're sitting at 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Sitting at 9 stars. I'd love to put Marlesia back in there, but I'd like to try and keep it at least somewhat accessible for everyone. Why don't we go ahead and let's run Rolf. Because, why not? Alright, so, this is a pretty low expense deck, not bad at all. The only problem will be if you don't have XXII in there. And then why don't we go ahead and look at our Sakrohm right here. Alright, so we've got Sakrohm. Right now we're running, what did I say, 9, 12, so we've got 13 stars to go with. Go ahead and build a 13-star Sakrohm half. Who do we want? Who do we want? I want to try and show you a few characters that we have not used in previous videos. So, I'm going to use some ones that we haven't used. This time, why don't we go ahead and run... I like Ngrath. Ngrath is excellent. 7-6 for a 3-star. Fantastic. We've been running Oxo a lot. Why don't we go ahead and run... Actually, I think we're going to be a little more risky this time. Go ahead and run Lilu. With her changing damage, that means that we can go ahead and throw her against some of the higher power if we need to. Who else should we run? Great. Why don't we go ahead and run Trin? Trin is the kind of card that I think is really difficult because she packs a real punch, but she also has really good DR capabilities. So let me go ahead and run her. Let's go, putting us at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got room for 4 more stars. Do we want Mantis? You know, why don't... Petra's available this time, so why don't we go ahead and run Petra as well. So we'll go ahead and put Petra in there. So I think this is going to be our deck then. So let's go ahead and take a look at our deck. guys, so I think this is going to be our deck. Dao Wang, Toshi LD, Kamekun, Rolf, Lilu, Ngrath, Petra, and Trin. So, let's see how it goes, and let's head into the game. Okay guys, just to show you again, we're starting here at 1000 ELO. That's all from last week, so let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, so as we get started here, pretty much everyone in the family is sick today, and the baby is very, very active, so we'll see. Okay, we've got Moki Dada, level 43. We've got Anton, Clay, Danae, and Sandro, so in all skills. And we have drawn Dao Wang, Toshi LD, Rolf, and Petra, so even if we win this match, it will not count towards our Sakrohm wins, which is a bit of a bummer. And also Petra is completely useless for her stop-op bonus in this match. So other than damage, it looks like we've got the power. We do have power advantage, but we do not have damage advantage whatsoever. So how should we start this? Let's see. If we do have damage advantage, and we have quite a bit, we just need to make sure that they actually happen. Sandro's a 10. We won't play Clay, even if he plays Anton. So if I play Rolf, we'll either see Danae or Sandro. And Sandro, I wouldn't expect more than 5 pills, so I'm going to go ahead and go with 6. 6 here is going to give me 42, which also means 32, means it would require 7 from Danae. Not expecting to see a 7 or a 6 from Sandro or Danae, especially since Rolf is not one of my strongest cards. They're all 5 damage or more, so since we're looking at 5 or 6 damage from all of our cards, this is a little bit bigger of a play than normal, but Rolf also doesn't seem like one of our stronger ones, so I think this is gonna work out pretty well. You think it's gonna work out well, child? Looks like she's pretty happy. Yep, we see the Anton play here. He's trying to be tricky, I think. I doubt he's going to go in with 10 pills. Alright. So the good news is we do get our 5 damage in. We are not down in pills. The bad news is that we have only removed Anton from Moki Dada's list of available cards. So now we see Sandro coming our way. If Sandro wins, then Clay will be able to capitalize. Not expecting to see a whole lot of pills here for Sandro. Fantastic. The external monitor is being a pain in the butt. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Alright. No longer need to worry about the external monitor. So I'm not expecting a lot of pills here on Sandro. Reason because he doesn't have a lot of pills to work with. And so I think we can pretty much guarantee the win if we 0-pill Petra and then 0-pill Dao Wang. I think we can pretty much guarantee our win because he's going to have to play at least 1 pill between the 2 of these. Okay, there's that 1 pill, which is all we needed in order to guarantee a win. And we just need to make sure that it is the final card that we play, because that way we can prevent him from furying with Clay in order to win. If he furies with Clay, we just respond in turn with a fury from Toshi LD. If he plays Danae, we've already got him beat with Toshi LD. If he furies with Clay, he's going to have to play at least 1 more pill, which means that we will be guaranteed more than enough in order to beat Danae and be able to get the Fury as well, because Toshi LD will also do 6, so I think this game is already in the bag. Good game, Moki Dada. here because obviously we had many more stars than he did, but I'll go ahead and pick up 18 points, moving up to 10-18. Let's move on to game number 2. Playing against Lionheart, level 41, US. Looks like we've got a Jungle Raptors, Salsa, Zornado, Rattle, and Sakrohm versus Dowling, Futoshi LD, Kamekun, and Ralph. Well, my daughter is very upset about this matchup. She doesn't think I have the ability to win this one. Hopefully we can prove her wrong. Alright, so we've got Dowling, Futoshi LD, Kamekun, and Ralph. So it looks like we've got Salsa there stopping our power modification with Ralph, so we need to be careful of that. Sakrohm is going to be a pain once he gets his attack manip. Of course he's going to lead with Rattle, because then I cannot play Kamekun. Rattle and Ralph will both end up basically being straight up tied, and since Rattle went first, I would not actually get any bonus from that. What else? Zornado, Wang could take him. Alright, so ultimately we need to prevent this Sakrohm play. And if I'm going to go in, I don't want to waste Futoshi LD when he could be used against Salsa or Zornado in order to win. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to play Ralph, even though this seems very bad. I'm going to go ahead and go in 7, because I'm sure he's expecting me to go in quite a few pills, and I'm just going to hope that he did not go in 7 with Rattle. I'm assuming he's probably gone in 6 or 5. Alright, there's the 5. I could have played one less. This does put us 2 pills down, but we don't have to worry about Zornado's DR at the very least. So now, with Sakrohm here, we can expect... What I'm expecting here is that he may try to either sneak in Sakrohm or sneak in Zornado. He could even go for Salsa if he wanted to. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now. Probably he knows that Sakrohm is going to be completely destroyed if he does not get that confidence in. But he may be thinking that with my Kamekun that I've only played 2 pills, which is why I played 3, because we may see a 3-pill Sakrohm here. We could see Zornado pop out. Since I did still have 7, that would still give me 1 more above him. Hopefully he has not played more than 4. Oh, great. Oh, we got really lucky there. Alright, because of our life left, we were indeed able to tie him and win that. And I think that pretty much seals it, because no matter what he does, I'm going to be able to just barely edge him out with either Futoshi LD or Dao Wang, since we are now even in pills. Great game, Lionheart. I got lucky on my pills, and that's pretty much all it comes down to. Okay guys, so again, unfortunately we did not pick up 2 Sakrohm cards in this draw, so we're at 10-35, but we have not picked up any additional wins with our Sakrohm half yet. So hopefully we can turn that around in our 3rd game. Right, Bolo Plus, level 81. Looks like we got Anachrom, Lackett, Trin, and Sean versus our Dao Wang, Ralph, Ungrath, and Trin. Alright, so we got very interesting matchup here. We're starting off with Lackett. Wouldn't surprise me to see a very high, very, very high pill on Lackett. I'm going to go ahead and play Ralph anyway, because I really like what Ralph is going to be able to do in this situation. Okay, moving Lackett down to 5. If we assume 7 pills, 35 and 8 is 43. I'm going to go ahead and go half in. Again, I don't I'm not a huge fan of going in so high at the beginning, but I really am expecting to see quite a few pills here on Lackett. Okay, not as many as I thought. One of the reasons why Lackett can be a little difficult is because his min is so low, or his max is so low, that he's got to make sure that he can actually get me down to that max. And one way that I can really threaten him here is by throwing Ingrath, and I'm hoping that he's not going to be paying attention, because throwing Ingrath with everything that I've got is going to take me down to a min 4. And then if I have Trin is going to reduce pretty much whatever he has down to 3. Maybe he could also, if he keeps his Trin, he would also be able to stay at 4. Alright, let's see. Okay, so he's gotta get 10 damage in, and I do not think we're going to end up with a, I think he's going to be able to beat me by 1. Alright, well, so be it. I should have thrown Ingrath first. Down to 1024 yellow. So if we can pick up one more win in these next 2 games, we'll go ahead and end up sitting over 1,000. We'll be fine. Looks like nobody wanted to play me right now. Alright. 4th match, level 38, Octo Russ. From Russia. Alright, we got Buckler, Pastor, Steve, and Tina versus Dowang, Lulu, Ingrath, and Petra. And then our wonderful rescue deck. One of the good things here is that we do have Lilu, so Lilu would be able to match up quite nicely against Buckler. Dowang does not have his bonus, so even though he is 8 power, he's not going to do a lot of good right at this moment. Now let's see. Well, I think it's almost imperative that we start with Ingrath first, and because he's got so much DR, my guess is he's looking for a win with Buckler, and then we'll see what happens after that. Alright, so I need at least 4 in order to tie with Buckler. We're gonna go with 5. 5 pill seems to be a good opening move as of right now. We might see a little more with Buckler here. Yeah, I should have gone with 6. Alright. Should have gone 1 more. That's alright. This is a very undesirable situation for us right now, because now we have lost Ingrath in order to even use it against any of these guys. We're probably looking at DR against us this round anyway. So why don't we... I could see Steve coming out. I'm only going to put 1 pill on here because I'm expecting to see probably Steve show up here, because I'm only going to be able to do 1 damage, which is very unfortunate. I should have gone 1 more with Ingrath. But we've got Steve. There's no reason for him to throw Tina yet. Tina would be just fine, but with the number of pills that we have right now, we will be able to ensure at least a win of Petra versus Tina if he does decide to throw Tina after this. There's Steve, that we were expecting. And I think this game was pretty much already sealed after round 1. Which is one reason why we should have played a few more pills, because we wanted to make sure that it was not sealed after round 1. Because now I have to take both of these, and there is pretty much no way for me to take both of these rounds with Dao Wang and Petra. The only way to do this is assuming that he has Tina, and he goes all in, which wouldn't surprise me at all. It's not going to be enough to win with Dao Wang after, and that is the big problem that we're going to run into here, ultimately, is that we just do not have the amount of firepower in order to get around. Yeah. Even if we had kept everything, it would not have mattered. We sealed our fate after round 1. So I think this is a good lesson, that if you have a situation like this where you know that there's a lot of DR and you see a slightly weak, I don't want to say weak, but a lower power card like Buckler come out, it's worth it to add an extra pill or two, in my opinion, to make sure that you win. Because if you lose like this, that's the end of it. Alright, we're back down to 10-15. So, time for our last match. Alright, 2-2. Time to find out if this deck is a winner or a loser. I guess my daughter's pretty sure it's a loser. I'm trying to sell a lemon today, I think is what she's saying. Alright. 101, level 101. Oh, Sunken Dead. Byron, Skopica, Mildred, and Nudile CR versus Kamekun, Lilu, Ngrath, and Trin. Again, 13 stars versus our 12, so we're down 1. We've got SOA and Jungo from Roots and Jungo, and looks like we've got our Sakrohm half plus our FPC Kamekun. So Kamekun again has no extra damage. Byron, Skopica, Mildred, Nudile. See, who would I throw? I would probably throw some SOA in order to prevent Ngrath being able to be used, or Trin. It would also cut my damage or stop Kamekun, so we can probably expect Mildred or Nudile. Probably Nudile, because Mildred will want to save for the growth for later. The problem with both of these cards that he has is he's probably going to go maybe Nudile first, Byron second, maybe Mildred third, Skopica fourth. With the Byron and Mildred, he could push up one. You never know. Problem here is that Trin is completely useless. Her DR is not worth anything, so we need to use her as an offensive nuking machine. And Lilu is not going to get more than 3 damage because Nudile and Mildred will cut her damage equals damage up. Skopica is worth nothing, Byron is worth nothing. So ultimately, if he throws Byron or Skopica, we need to go with Ngrath first in order to try and get that extra 6, or to get his 6 total damage in. And so what we're looking for here is going to be Ngrath and Trin both hitting for some serious damage. We might even be able to pull off a surprise KO if we're lucky. Assuming that Skin Dead, or Sunken Dead, Sucking Dead, Skinded, I don't know how to say his name. Assuming he plays it all. Oh, come on, don't make this a 0. Don't make this a 0 match. Please, play a card. Any card. Maybe I won't be saying, okay, battle is timed out. Well, guess this is going to be a special 6-match week again. So we have one. Yay, we pick up our first win for Sakrohm today. After 10:32, let's go one more since that one wasn't really even a fight at all. We'll give it one more go. Okay, Mr. Gorillad from the US, level 61. We've got a Junta Vortex, Gatlin, Trish, Siblia, and Marty versus our Trin, Petra, Lilu, and Dao Wang. So we have almost the exact same draw again, almost. This time a little bit better off because Lilu can match up quite well against Trish or Gatlin. Dao Wang again not having any kind of bonus worthwhile whatsoever. Siblia probably the normal lead. But Siblia is going to have to be careful because Petra could very easily stop her from getting any pills back, and so how many pills should Siblia be played with? Very interesting question. Alright, so because we have all of this extra attack manipulation on our side, I'm going to feel free to go in a little bit further with Petra. Let's see. If we saw a 6-pill Siblia, it would be 48. This would be enough to stop it. So let's go ahead and go here. We may only see a 3-pill Siblia. Who knows? Nope, we did. Okay, we saw a 5. Alright, well, I don't feel bad about going into 6 now, so that worked out quite well. There is no pill recovery, so that is excellent for us as well. We've removed that issue. However, now we could see a high pill Gatlin, 0 pill Marty, followed by Trish. Who knows? I think we really want to kind of either force a bit of a play here from them. And so Trish would move Trin down to 3, 9 and 8 is 17. Playing one more wouldn't make any more sense. So we're going to go ahead and 2-pill Trin. Again, the goal here with throwing Trin now means that if Mr. Gorilla decides to go with Gatlin or Trish, he is going to be taking 4 DR, which makes him really want to throw Marty. If he throws Marty, that means he will not have that pill play later on. Chances are more likely than Trish that we will see Gatlin here, and that's perfectly fine. We've thrown 3 just in case he tries just a 2-pill with Gatlin, feeling pretty strong. Although honestly, I'm expecting probably a 3 or 4 pill, either a 3 or 4 pill Gatlin. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Okay, we do see Trish. All right. Oh, excellent. And that is exactly what we wanted to see. Again, like I've said in previous videos on round 2, you cannot just do that 1 extra pill. A lot of people will be expecting you to just throw 1 pill. And so honestly, on round 2, even if you're down by a pill or 2, throwing 2 or more pills will do you a world of good. It will do you just a lot of good, because then you can kind of stop their minimum play to try and stop your minimum play. Works very well in ELO. And so now we've got this situation where basically Lilu is going to be able to beat Marty no matter what, and we can call this game a match already. So good game, Mr. Gorilla. So again, I guess I'll go ahead and keep this one going this time. Basically, this week, the deck not quite as good, but that doesn't mean that it was horrible at all, of course. So what we have ended up with is a deck that was essentially 3-2 today. Is it going to be the best ever? No, but it certainly wasn't bad, and this is using some of the cards that are just not as good, to be entirely honest with you. Obviously, you're not going to want to have to rely on Trin if you can help it at all. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, obviously, a choice like Petra is not a bad choice, but that is going to be a little bit more expensive. Though arguably, playing someone like Lear Barda is going to be just expensive. So I think the real key here for Sakrohm is going to be getting the right kinds of cards in here. I threw Lilu in. Lilu is very situational. Obviously, you probably could have tried to go with something a little more stable, like Wakai. Wakai is not a bad little 2-star for the clan, but Lilu I feel like works really well with the abundance of, Legenta cards that you're going to run into, and if Lilu can even get just a 4 damage, Lilu is definitely worth it. With the 7 power, she's just a real beast. Trin I find to be an excellent card against the bigger ones that you may face off against. But also, I think Trin is an excellent card to be able to kind of fool your opponent into thinking that you're not actually going for an attack or a win. Oh, did I just go ahead and hit play again? No, go back to the menu. Oh no. Alright, well anyway, as you guys can see, whether we go into it, okay, close, excellent. Update. No, apparently not. Okay, well anyway, we've done quite well this week. I hope you guys were able to enjoy, and again, this is just another potential Sakrohm deck that maybe you'll be able to use. So, I hope you guys are able to enjoy this week, and I guess I'll be catching you guys again later. I'm looking really forward to the HQ12 coming out. My video for it will probably be a little bit late this time on purpose, because I need to go ahead and grind out a bunch of missions from the new LDs, because I want to get those missions done before the next arcade mode rolls around. So I'll probably be doing that for a day or two, and then I'll go ahead and put up all 3 of the videos, since I need to do the Berserk Hardcore one as well. Actually, I've already gotten to stage 7 with, I was grinding the Pills mission, and did a lot better with that than I was expecting, so I may actually bust that out and show you guys just how much fun the originally not meant to be serious pill gain, my pill gain deck works out quite well. Really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So I may be using that against the uppers, since I cannot use my normal deck in hardcore. Anyway, that's all for this week. So if you like this video, then please feel free to like it, and don't forget to share it, and don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. Leave me a comment down below if you've got any comments or suggestions, and once again, this was Xonia, and you've been in the zone.